Hi, I wanted to give you some thoughts on the common project pitfalls, okay? These are things that a lot of projects stumble into, let's say it like that. One of the things is poor communication. And the reason why that's so critical is it's what initiates the project, it keeps people on track on the project, it keeps people clear about what the goals and objectives are. It keeps people clear about what we've accomplished on the project. And it also is essential for risk management. So you've really got to be clear in your communication. That's one of the big things. Another thing is if every project has stakeholders. Those stakeholders have to be engaged. That communication has to go to them. If there's decisions that have to be made, you've got to bring them in. A lot of projects, for whatever reason, they think they can do it without them, or they got the original vision. That's not going to cut it. You really got to get your stakeholders involved. Another thing, and if the stakeholders set this, are unrealistic deadlines. That's really going to derail a project, okay? You really got to understand where you're at and where you're going to be and how long it's going to take to get there, and making sure that it's going to be achievable by the team. Another thing that you want to have are sufficient resources. A lot of projects, they don't have either the right people or enough of the right people. And you really got to plan that out ahead of time. So that's another thing. That's very common on projects. And then people work crazy hours. I've been on projects and watched them, and people working silly hours, and it just doesn't work. It's not sustainable. And it actually, in the end, it's counterproductive. And then the last thing I wanted to mention was the idea that you've got to put strategies in place to avoid this. And when I talk about plan for chaos, deliver success, I get into that whole idea that you've got to use systems thinking when you do your planning in the initial phase of your vision, your roadmap, how you're going to handle situational awareness and your communication. And then you've also got to use critical thinking when you actually get into the actual delivery of those elements of the project. And I look at, there's about 30 different elements, and I get down into it, there's probably over 135 parts of that you really got to focus on. Now, you don't focus on all of them, but you've really got to be asking these questions when you start up a project to make sure that you're going to be successful with that project. These are common areas where projects fail. Try and avoid them. Have a great day, and I look forward to answering any of your questions. Thanks.